Welcome everybody in this session. Today we will start item through cardiovascular physiology item through the residual portion of item 2. Today we will study heart sound and ECG. In the previous class we have finished the events of cardiac cycle, electrical events and mechanical events. Now I want to discuss with you very easier things today. Heart sound. Definition of heart sound. What is heart sound? See here, sound which is produced during cardiac cycle due to vibration of valve and is transmitted to the chest wall after traveling various structure of the chest wall called heart sound. That is sound which is produced during cardiac cycle due to sudden vibration of valve. Already I told in my previous class that always heart sound produced due to sudden closure of the valve and produces vibration, causes vibration of valve, and which is transmitted to the chest wall after traveling various structure of the chest wall called heart sound. Now causes of heart sound. First one, vibration of valves during their time of closure. Number 2, turbulence of blood flow. Number 3, vibration of the walls of the heart and major vessels around the heart. These are the causes of heart sound. That is, first one is vibration of the valves during their time of closure. During sudden closure, time of the sudden closure of the valve produces vibration. This is first cause. Number 2, turbulence of blood flow. Turbulence মানে কি, একটা বাধা যখন পাবে ভালভে ব্লাড ফ্লোটা তখনই একটা টার্বুলেন্স তৈরি হচ্ছে। নাম্বার 3, ভাইব্রেশন অফ দি ওয়ালস অফ দি হার্ট এন্ড মেজর ভেসেলস অ্যারাউন্ড দি হার্ট। তাহলে ভাইব্রেশনটা কোথায় চলে যাবে? ওয়াল অফ দি হার্টে চলে যাবে, মেজর ভেসেলস অ্যারাউন্ড দি heart. These are the 3 causes that produces heart sound. Number 1, this is very important written question. What are the criteria of first heart sound and second heart sound? Very important written question. First heart sound produced due to vibration of sudden closure of AV valve at the onset of ventricular systole. In the previous class I told you that first heart sound produced during isometric contraction phase, that is at the beginning of the ventricular systole. This is the first phase of the ventricular systole. See here, first heart sound produced due to vibration of sudden closure of AV valve at the onset of ventricular systole. How will you identify? These are the identification point. First one, it is low pitched and prolonged duration, that is 0.1 to 0.17 second, and like the word lab. So first point is it is low pitched and prolonged duration. This is very important thing, low pitched and prolonged duration. Low pitched, always remember this thing. First heart sound low pitched and duration is prolonged, that is 0.1 to 0.17 second. Number 2, it is best heard over the 5th intercostal space just medial to the mid clavicular line. This is very important thing. Where will you heard auscultate this first heart sound? By stethoscope. It is best heard over the 5th intercostal space just medial to the mid clavicular line. Number 3, it coincides with the apex beat and the carotid pulse and the spike of the R wave of ECG. This is very important for MCQ question. It coincides with the apex beat and the carotid pulse and the spike of the R wave of ECG. Number 4, it occurs just before radial pulse. It is also important for MCQ question. It occurs just before radial pulse. These are the identification points of first heart sound. Now, what are the importance or significance of first heart sound? A clear first heart sound indicates the proper closure of atrioventricular valve, that is tricuspid valve and mitral valve. A clear first heart sound, what will it indicate? It indicates the proper closure of, that is AV valve properly now closed. That is during the first phase of ventricular systole, atrioventricular valve suddenly closed, and this sudden closure of AV valve produces first heart sound, and it indicates proper closure of AV valve, that is tricuspid valve and mitral valve. Number two, it indicates the onset of ventricular systole. Of course, during first phase of ventricular systole, that is isometric contraction phase, first heart sound occurs that time. So it indicates the onset of ventricular systole. Number three, the duration and intensity indicates the condition of myocardium. Of course, in myocardium, that is heart muscle is good, well or not bad, condition is bad or good, we can identify this thing. So the duration and intensity indicates the condition of myocardium. Second thing, this is very important, written question also. Second heart sound. It is produced due to the vibration of sudden closure of semilunar valve at the onset of ventricular diastole. See here, very important things here, that is first heart sound occurs always during the onset of ventricular systole, but second heart sound occurs during the onset of ventricular diastole, that is protodiastolic. First phase of ventricular diastole is protodiastolic phase. This protodiastolic phase, that time, the second heart sound occurs when semilunar valve going to close here. Semilunar valve, that is pulmonary valve and aortic valve, both are semilunar valve. Both valves when going to close, that time they produce that sudden closure of semilunar valve produce second heart sound, and it occurs during the onset of ventricular diastole. That is first phase of ventricular diastole is protodiastolic phase. Now, identifying point. Identification, it is high pitched, but remember here, in first heart sound low pitched, but second heart sound high pitched, short sound with short duration. But first heart sound low pitched, prolonged duration. Here it is high pitched but short duration, that is 0.1 to 0.14 second, like the word dap. It is best heard at the aortic and pulmonary area. I will mention you in which area you will hear the first and second heart sound. There are four areas. Later on I will show you a slide. Now please only listen to me. It is best heard at the aortic and pulmonary area. Number three, it produces T wave of ECG. Very important MCQ question. Second heart sound produces T wave of ECG. Number four, it occurs just after apex beat and carotid pulse. This is also important for MCQ question. Now significance, a clear second heart sound indicates proper closure of semilunar valve. Of course, clear second heart sound always indicates proper closure of semilunar valve. Number two, it indicates the end of systole and the beginning of diastole. Of course, after end of systole, onset of the ventricular diastole it produces, so it indicates the end of systole and beginning of diastole. And listen to me very carefully here. First and second heart sound, these two heart sounds you can hear by or ausculted by stethoscope. You can hear these two sounds by stethoscope. But what about third heart sound? It is produced due to sudden rapid rush of blood into the ventricle during the first rapid filling phase of ventricular diastole. Already I mentioned in previous class there are 5 phases in ventricular diastole. First phase is protodiastolic phase, second phase is isometric relaxation phase, third phase is fast rapid filling phase, fourth phase slow filling phase, and fifth phase is the last rapid filling phase. So it occurs during the first rapid filling phase of ventricular diastole. It has low frequency and short duration, that is 0.04 second. It is not audible by stethoscope. This is very important thing. Only first and second heart sound you can hear by stethoscope, but third heart sound and fourth heart sound you cannot hear by stethoscope. That is, it is not audible by stethoscope. It is only you can record it by phonocardiogram, like ECG. Echocardiogram is like this thing. Third and fourth sound we can record by machine, phonocardiography machine, and this is called phonocardiogram. Process is phonocardiography and the machine is phonocardiogram. By phonocardiogram we can record this third heart sound and fourth heart sound. It is normal findings in children and young adults. This is very important MCQ question. Third heart sound is the normal findings in case of children and young adults. Now fourth heart sound, it occurs due to sudden rush of blood into the ventricle during the last rapid filling phase, that is the last phase of the ventricular diastole. We can record this thing, fourth heart sound. It occurs just before first heart sound and indicates the end of ventricular filling. I think you remember that atrial systole and last phase, that is last rapid filling phase, always coincide with each other. So it occurs just before first heart sound and indicates the end of ventricular filling. It is not audible. Of course, already I mentioned to you that third and fourth heart sound never we can hear by stethoscope. That is not audible by stethoscope. Only we can record it by phonocardiogram. And the machine is called phonocardiograph and process is called phonocardiography. That is, we can record this thing phonocardiogram. This is very important MCQ question. Now, where sites of auscultation of heart sound, where we can auscultate this heart sound. See here, first thing, mitral area. Mitral area from the apex beat in the already you studied these things I think in anatomy, and there are four areas for auscultation of heart sound. That is first and second heart sound. You can auscultate two heart sound by stethoscope, first heart sound and second heart sound. And there are four areas we can auscultate this heart sound, that is first and second heart sound. Mitral area, see here, first one is mitral area on the apex beat in the left fifth intercostal space just medial to the mid clavicular line. Number two, tricuspid area over the border of the sternum in the left fourth intercostal space. So first heart sound, that is we can auscultate first heart sound in the mitral area and tricuspid area. Now aortic area. See here, second heart sound we can auscultate aortic area and pulmonary area. So we can auscultate first heart sound in mitral area. Remember this thing, mitral area and tricuspid area. And aortic area and pulmonary, these two areas we can auscultate second heart sound. Where location of aortic area at the right border of the sternum in the right second intercostal space, that is at the right side, and the right border of the sternum in the right second intercostal space, aortic area, location of aortic area, and pulmonary area at the same side but the left border of the sternum in the left second intercostal space, that is in the second intercostal space, right side of the right border of the sternum and left border of the sternum, same space, second intercostal space, we can hear the second heart sound. So mitral area and tricuspid area, these two areas for auscultation of first heart sound, and aortic area and pulmonary area, these two areas we can auscultate second heart sound. Now ECG. What is ECG? The recording of the electrical changes of the heart in each cardiac cycle from the surface of the body is called electrocardiogram. That is, the recording of the electrical changes of the heart. Already I mentioned in previous class that there are two events occurs in cardiac cycle, electrical event and mechanical event. Electrical event means ECG, that is electrocardiogram, and mechanical event means atrial systole and atrial diastole, ventricular systole and ventricular diastole. Now, what is ECG? The recording of the electrical changes of the heart in each cardiac cycle from the surface of the body is called electrocardiogram. How many waves? See here, P waves here, P waves. Already I mentioned in previous class, P wave, QRS complex and T wave. These are the waves of ECG. See here, this is brief discussion about ECG paper. This is one ECG paper, this is ECG paper. See here, this is ECG paper. In the x-axis, that is in the, see here, ECG paper shows small and large square. Here, small and large square. Small and 5 small square means 1 large square. See, ECG paper shows small and large square. In each small square, thin horizontal and vertical lines present in 1 millimeter interval. That is, this is small square. See here, This is small square. This is small square. One small square height, see here, height 1 millimeter and horizontal. Always time present, see here time present in horizontal area, that is x axis, and in y axis. In y axis always millivolt, that is current, that is millivolt present in y axis, and time present in x axis, that is horizontally, and vertically present in y axis. Here, in each small square, thin horizontal and vertical lines present in 1 millimeter of interval. That is, in 1 millimeter of interval, each small square horizontal and vertical line present in 1 millimeter interval. A heavier thick line present in every 5 millimeter, that is 5 small square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 5 small square means 1 large square. A heavy thick line is present in every 5 millimeter, that is 5 small square means 1 large square. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this way, 5 small square constitute 1 large square. Time is measured always horizontally, and voltage, that is millivolt, is always measured vertically. That is y-axis is always measured. Y-axis is always measured by millivolts, and x-axis, that is horizontally, measured always time. One small square height always 1 millimeter, that is in one small square, see here, this is one small square height, this is height 1 millimeter, and horizontally this is time always 0.4 second, that is for one small square height it means vertical portion, that is millivolt, this is 1 millimeter, and horizontally time for one small square 0.04 second. 0.04 second. This is very important thing, always remember this. One small square, that is horizontally, one small square always 0.04 second. Now how will we calculate one big square? That is 5 small square constitute here, see here, 5 small squares, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small square constitute 1 large square. So height for one small square, height is always 1 millimeter. So for 5 small square, height 5 millimeter, obviously 5 millimeter. Horizontally, time for one small square, time 0.04 second for 5 small square. So time 0.04 into 5, that is 0.2 second. So see here, for 0.2 second, for 0.2 second height is 5 millimeter. So for 1 second height is 25 millimeter. So recording speed of the ECG always 25 millimeter per second. This is very important thing. How will you calculate this thing? Once for one small square height 1 millimeter, horizontally time 0.04 second. Now if you want to calculate one big square means it constitutes 5 small square. Now you can multiply this height 1 millimeter for one small square height. Now for 5 small square, it is of course 5 millimeter. Height always 5 millimeter. Horizontally time, it is for one small square 0.04 second, for 5 small square 0.04 into 5, that is 0.2 second. So for 0.2 second it is 0.2 second, height is always 5 millimeter. For 1 second, that is 25 millimeters. So recording speed is 25 millimeter per second. Now what is isoelectric line? This is the base line. See here, isoelectric line means this is the base line from 0. See here, from 0, this portion is isoelectric line. See here, PQRS T wave, again PQRS T wave. This is the line here. This is base line. This is called isoelectric line. It is the base line of in ECG paper. Waves are measured either above positive deflection or below negative deflection. Positive deflection means upward. If the wave goes towards the upward direction of upward, this is called positive deflection. When it goes downwards, that is on Q. Q wave goes downwards, S wave goes downwards, this is called negative deflection. Now this is very important written question. Importance of ECG. First importance is we can count normal heart rate. Normal heart rate we can count by ECG paper. Number 2, it gives accurate information regarding sinus rhythm, conduction intervals and cardiac axis. Number 3, it helps in diagnosis of ischemia, infarction, ventricular hypertrophy, heart block, cardiac axis deficient. That is, we can identify heart disease like ischemia, infarction, ventricular hypertrophy, heart block, cardiac axis deficient, etc. Number 4, it helps in monitoring the prognosis of cardiac disease and treatment. These are the 4 importance or significance of ECG. This is very, very important written question. You have to draw this figure in your exam, and maybe question come like this in a written exam, drawing level and normal ECG. That is PQRS complex. P, you have to draw P wave, QRS complex and T wave. This U wave, occasionally it occurs, this here, the U wave is inconstant finding, believed to be due to slow repolarization of the papillary muscle. That is, it is inconstant finding. Now, interpretation of ECG waves. See, I have taken this slide from C.C. Chatterjee. You can go through your book. Please see your book and try to remember this thing, and nicely you have to memorize these things for your written exam. T wave, CR duration 0.10 second. Features. It is the first upward deflection. It is small and constant. Events in that during heart wave, that is, of course, it always represents atrial depolarization. This is very, very important thing for written and MCQ question. Now, Q wave. It is downward deflection. It is small, negative and usually absent in most of the leaves. Septal depolarization. That is, it represents septal depolarization. Now, R wave. It is upward deflection. It is most constant and conspicuous wave having the tallest amplitude, and it represents ventricular depolarization. Now, S wave, it is downward deflection and it represents ventricular depolarization. T wave. T wave 0.27 second. It is upward deflection and it represents ventricular repolarization. Already mentioned that P wave always represent ventricular depolarization. T wave always represent atrial depolarization, and QRS complex always represent ventricular depolarization. And see here ST, T wave represent ventricular repolarization. Now from Gannon, this is the last slide for today. See here interval. Now there is interval, that is from P wave to R wave. This is called PR interval. This is the interval between the P wave to R wave. Time from P wave to R wave. See, intervals PR interval, average time duration 0.18 second, range 0.1 to 0.02 second, and events in the heart during interval atrioventricular conduction. Now QRS duration 0.08 second average and range of 0.10 second, and ventricular depolarization. It events occurs during ventricular depolarization. QT interval, very important, 0.4 second, and it occurs during ventricular action potential. And ST interval 0.32 second, and it occurs plateau portion of the ventricular action potential. Please everybody stay at home and stay safe. Thank you everybody.